Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. So as you know, I am doing a fashion designing and I'm in third year of my college. And a lot of you guys want to know how I got into fashion designing and what are the steps to get into fashion designing, so it is helpful for you guys. So I'm all here to tell you how to get into fashion designing college. And yeah, if you like this video, don't forget to give this video a big thumbs up and subscribe to my channel if you haven't already. And if you think this is informative for you guys, do share it to your friends so they also use information to know how to get into fashion designing college. And I think without further ado, let's get started with this video. Okay, so the very first step is to convince your parents. So parents in India are not very open to the concept of following your passion and doing your dream job. What they want their kids is to have a secure job and wants them to settle good. So they mainly have their mind to do engineering or a doctor or to become a lawyer or do jobs which people are doing since ages and which have a job security and pay you higher than following your passion. Like, my parents are quite supportive, so they did support me, and it was not very difficult for me to convince them to get into fashion designing college. And if you're really into fashion, I recommend you to follow your passion than doing a 9-to-5 job of the thing which you're not good at or which you don't want to, because it will not help you in mental peace and you'll eventually do bad and it will feel like a pressure for you guys. And I don't think a person should do a job which he or she is not interested in. So yeah. Step is to know what colleges are there in India. And so the very first is NIFT. There are approximately quite a lot of NIFTs in India, and the main is NIFT Delhi and NIFT Mumbai because they are the fashion hub of India. So their NIFT have a lot of weightage and is number 1 in India. So if you get into NIFT Delhi, it's really good for you. And I did try the NIFT exam once and I didn't get into because of 0.5. It's really not easy to get into NIFT, as people say. So yeah, and second college which you can get into is Pearl Academy. It's next after NIFT. It has a really high fee structure because of why people don't go into Pearl Academy as much, because not everyone can afford Pearl. And then comes Amity, which I am in, and yeah. The third step is to know what comes in exam. So I'm telling about NIFT because if you are in fashion designing, you should give a NIFT exam before getting into any private college. For NIFT, the application comes around October, so you have to fill it in October, and last date is December end with it is 2,000 rupees for registration to NIFT exam. So you have to just do that. It's quite easy. And then in January mid and January end, the exam will be held. There are 2 steps to exam before getting into NIFT. So one is all about GAT and CAT, and the second is group discussion and situation test. If you get through first, you will get into second, and you have to make a good score in both in order to get a good NIFT. So this is what the process is. In CAT means creative aptitude test, which 3 question comes of drawing and expressing your imagination. So yeah, and in GAT, which is general aptitude test, it has 4 subjects which includes English, maths, general knowledge and reasoning. English has the most weightage. It has 50 questions of English, and GK has the least, which has 15 questions. So you can get into fashion designing if you have any stream. It is not like that you got PCM, you need maths to go into this fashion designing, you need commerce to get into fashion designing. It's not like you can switch your stream wherever you want, like in 12th. I opted for PCM and I then took fashion designing. It's not compulsory for you to take any stream to get into NIFT unless and until you are like, what you have to do is to be good in maths of class 10th and remember what you have learned like till NIFT entrance exam. For getting into Pearl Academy, you have to just give an exam which is similar to what is of NIFT, and you have an interview on the same day. So you have to pass these two in order to get into Pearl. And for Amity, you have no interviews, you only have to give exam to get into Amity in fashion designing. So yeah, now comes to fee structure. NIFT fee structure is, it is a government college, so it has a low fee structure and it's like quite reasonable to afford NIFT. And then comes Amity. Amity is between Pearl and NIFT. It like I pay 1 lakh per, approximately 1 lakh per semester. So yeah, I guess, and it is a private college, so it does take a lot of money. And in Pearl, it is like on high stake. It takes approximately 28 to 30 for, I guess, a year or two. I'm not quite sure about that. Like Pearl is on the high end of the, like not everyone can afford Pearl. I got into Pearl, but it was quite expensive, so I didn't like really go into Pearl Academy. So yeah. And in terms of studies, now comes in terms of studies, NIFT is best for studies. They give their children, the student, a lot of exposure. They take them to various places, teach them various things that you need to know about the fashion industry. And then comes Pearl, because Pearl and NIFT are specifically made for fashion, so they give as much exposure as they can to their students to get into fashion industry. And Amity, being not specifically made for fashion, is that it has various courses. It's a full university, so it does not mainly focus on fashion as much as these two. They do focus, but they do not mix exposure as them. And if you get a fashion designing college, it is necessary to do internships. Like it is very much necessary to do an internship to get into exposure of what fashion industry really is. So I recommend you to do internships and know what it is. And yeah, and how to get into NIFT, I'm telling you, do at least a 6-month course in any of coaching. I took Pehel for coaching, and they really helped me to learn every aspect of it, be it creative wise, be it like in maths, in reasonings or anything. They tell you some tricks and stuff which really help you to do quick things and really help you to think out of the box. What people see in fashion designing exam is how much out of the box you can think. And if you do what other people are also doing, they will not take you. You have to think as much as out of the box as you can. So yeah, and I think I've covered a lot. And if you want to know about how to get into NIFT and how to get everything, you want to know in detail about what CAT is, what GAT is, how to get into situation tests and everything, and what specifically comes, and what is fee structure for each, do let me know. I'll make another video about that. And yeah, so that's it for this video. If you like this video, don't forget to give this video a big thumbs up. And today's shout out is S. Islam Murad. Congratulations for commenting me first. And if you want to get shout out on my next video, comment first on my channel and in this video, so you'll get a shout out in my next video. So yeah, what you have to do is just subscribe, press the bell button, and so you get notified, and you can come early and comment on my video and get a shout out later. So yeah, I'll see you guys on Sunday. Bye.